What's going on, everybody? Today I'm gonna Plastidip my SV650. I'm actually not using Plastidip. I'm using another product from Rust-Oleum that I found at Home Depot. It was half the price. The Plastidip cans were $22, as where the Rust-Oleum one was $11. I'll just quickly actually show you the product. So this is the stuff I'm going to use here. Rust-Oleum Flexidip is what it's called. It's a matte black, but then I also found the Plastidip glossifier, which will take the matte black to a gloss finish. I'm seeing mixed reviews on this stuff though. It looks like some people get really great results and other people's just looks like a really shitty, I don't know, it just looks like a really shitty clear coat, so it doesn't look that great, but I'll try a little bit at a time. I think it just comes down to technique. You really got to go heavy with it, so I'll see how that works. But I'm going to basically take everything blue on here and I'm going to convert it into black. I also found some gold Plastidip or Flexidip, so I'm going to try to make some gold accents, kind of like my old Grom was, and see how that turns out. So I'm going to go ahead and tape off the bike. I'm not going to film that because it's going to be really boring. So I'll just skip forward to that when I'm ready to actually start painting. I'm ready to start painting. I masked everything as best as I could. It took me about 2.5 hours to do this. I realistically could have probably done this a lot faster if I had taken the parts off. But there's too many of those plastic clips that I know that once I took it off and tried to reassemble it, it would never fit properly again. So I'm going to go ahead and start spraying this. Stuff smells really bad. Everywhere I read, and on the can it said to do a 50% coating the first time around. So just enough to make it tacky, wait about 5 minutes, and then go ahead and put a proper full coat on. I did get some paint running here because I think it went too thick. So I'm gonna have to peel it off when it dries and start that part over. This is coat number 2. So it's already looking a lot better. It's covered a lot of the blue. The drip that I had, I just simply wiped it off. It just kind of peeled off, which is nice, and then I just restarted basically. And it seems to be blending in now. So I'm gonna let this dry for 10 minutes and I'll do third coat. This is 4 coats. I had a lot of running happening. So I stripped it off there because it was running like crazy. So contrary to other videos I've seen, don't go heavy with it. Just do light coats like your initial one and it should be fine. It's otherwise turning out alright. So the mat is dry. It looks decent. So I'm going to let this cure for a little bit and then I'll do a few more coats. So I've done about 5 coats on here. I have to say I'm really impressed with the finish. It's smooth all the way around. It feels kind of cool, like rubber a little bit. Overall looks pretty good. I did a test spot on a piece of plastic here and I put some gloss on it. I'm not really happy with the way it looks. Yeah, it's a little shiny, but it looks like a cheap gloss finish. So I think it would actually look really bad because then you could tell it looks like a spray paint job. So I'm gonna go ahead and just peel everything off right now to see what it looks like. Like I said, I'm not really keen on flat black, but I'm gonna just, I put in all this effort into it, so I'll see what it looks like, and if it doesn't look that good, then I'll strip it or I'll repaint a different color. You're supposed to take the tape off while it's wet on the last coat. I didn't do that. I wasn't sure about it. This clearly doesn't work that great either. Yeah, so that part doesn't look so great. Here's the finished product. All in all, I think it turned out pretty well. I'm very impressed with the Plastidip stuff. The finish is nice and smooth. It's really on there. The only thing I don't like is I should have just ripped that off, but I'll end up just painting this black because it looks really gross at this point. It's really ugly looking carbon. So I still need to paint that part, but I will actually take that part off the bike. But overall, everything else looks pretty good. The finish is pretty nice. So it's nice and smooth everywhere. This is factory. I think it's almost like graphite gray, but it looks very similar to the flat black. So it looks great now, but I think once I actually start riding it and getting it dirty, I'm not sure how durable this stuff will be, but I know it's going to look really gross. So even around the lights where I taped off, it's pretty crisp. Overall, the product is really good. I think it works just as well as Plastidip. It's $11 versus $22 a can. I'm pretty impressed with it. And I'm definitely going to play around with more colors now. I think the results are really good. The finish is really good. I didn't go for the black gloss because it just looked cheap, like I said. So I think it looks better flat anyways. I'm not sure how long I'll keep it this way, but for now it's half decent. So thanks for watching.